See, I'm even sitting here entertaining you.
Do you hear yourself?
Stop it.
Look how you look as a mother. Don't touch me.
Jackie Christie never saw it coming. What she thought would be a calm dinner quickly turned into one of the most emotional and intense moments of the entire season. Jackie walked into the room with confidence, ready to take the lead as usual. She sat at the head of the table, spoke clearly, and even tossed out a few kind words in an attempt to lighten the mood. But from the moment she opened her mouth, something in the room felt off. The energy was strange. You could sense it. Even though Jackie was trying to keep things peaceful, the other women didn't look convinced. They smiled politely, nodded here and there, but their eyes told a different story. Nobody was buying what Jackie was selling.
You're not on my level.
I'm a crack addict because I'm small and you try to get lipo anytime you look like me. Okay, big
to come
ears.
out.
You're right. But you better keep your
small.
ass in that seat tramp. That's what you better do.
You're right, Dumbo ears. Yeah, I got a lot of husbands about these ears, bitch. Get a husband. That 48-year-old been working, bitch. You
Let
right.
him retire.
Still, Jackie pressed on. She tried to steer the night in a more grown-up direction. She asked the women to leave the drama behind and just have a real adult conversation. But instead of being the peacemaker, her attempt backfired. And once it did, there was no turning back. The tension reached a boiling point when Evelyn, who had clashed with Jackie earlier in the season, cut through the small talk with a sharp comment. She looked straight at Jackie and said, "You're trying to give advice, but you're still out here making a mess." That one line hit Jackie hard. Her whole vibe changed in a split second. The smile vanished from her face. She went quiet. Jackie, usually the one with a quick comeback for everything, was suddenly speechless. The whole room noticed. Evelyn didn't stop there. She kept pushing, accusing Jackie of always getting involved in other people's lives while ignoring the problems in her own house. And just like that, the night took a very personal turn. Evelyn brought up Jackie's daughter, Chantel, the very person Jackie said she invited with nothing but good intentions. The accusations weren't just about being a nosy friend anymore. They were about Jackie as a mother. She was being publicly called out, and she didn't fight back. She just sat there, blinking, silently taking it all in as the spotlight got hotter. Then things got even more uncomfortable.
Hello. It was rude of me. I didn't introduce myself. I'm Chantel. I'm Jackie's daughter. Nice to meet you. I'm Chantel, Jackie's daughter. Nice to meet you.
Jackie tried to break the tension by raising a glass for a toast. She wanted to shift the mood back to something lighter, but right in the middle of that moment, something unexpected happened. Chantel walked in. Now, Jackie had been expecting her daughter to show up, but not like this. Chantel entered the room without a smile or even a warm greeting. Her expression was serious. She pulled out a chair and sat down slowly, her body language calm but heavy. You could feel the shift. The entire table fell into silence. Everyone knew something big was about to happen. Jackie tried to stay composed, but her eyes gave her away. She looked like she was bracing herself. And she had good reason. Chantel didn't waste time. Without any buildup, she started talking, telling the entire table about a recent explosive fight she had with Jackie. The words hit like bricks. And then came the bombshell, Chantel said. Jackie hit her.
I could be anybody you want me to be. You want me to be in a scary movie? You want me to play a girl screaming and scream? Ah! I can do all of that. I need to put on a gun belt. I want to go down the dark alleys. I want to jump over the fence. I want to hurt myself in these movies.
You want to do your own stuff?
I want to have sex in the movies, not real but I want to look like I am.
Okay.
You could have heard a pin drop. What started out as just another dramatic dinner for reality TV had suddenly crossed into something very real. No one was laughing or whispering anymore. The entire atmosphere turned serious. Jackie finally spoke, but her response wasn't defensive. It wasn't even a full denial. She simply said, "I never wanted it to happen that way." Her voice was soft, almost like she was talking more to herself than the room. She didn't yell, She didn't call Chantel a liar. She didn't explode. Chantel looked right at her mother and asked a question that cut deep. Are you mad because I'm not scared of you anymore? Or do you think I disrespected you? That line landed like a punch. It challenged everything Jackie believed about who she was as a parent. For years, she'd carried herself as the strong, take-no-mess matriarch. But now, her own daughter was publicly questioning the very foundation of their relationship. As Chantel's words hung in the air, everyone at the table started to react. Evelyn leaned back in her chair, a small, knowing grin forming on her face. She wasn't hiding her satisfaction. To her, this moment confirmed everything she'd been saying all season. Jackie wasn't the powerhouse she made herself out to be. Her image was cracking in front of everyone. Jennifer, on the other hand, didn't look pleased. Her face softened. You could tell she felt for Chantel. There was real concern in her eyes. But that sympathy quickly turned into frustration, especially when Evelyn threw out another slick comment. Jennifer gave her a sharp look, the kind that says, "Now's not the time." As all of this unfolded, Brittany and Ty, who weren't as close to the inner circle, watched quietly, processing everything from a fresh perspective. Brittany whispered something to Ty, and Tay nodded slowly, noting that this didn't feel like a simple mother-daughter argument. This felt like a relationship falling apart for real. Then came the moment no one expected. Jackie stood up. Her hands trembled slightly, and her eyes were glassy with tears. But she didn't yell, defend herself, or beg her daughter to stop. She didn't say a word. She just pushed back her chair and started walking away from the table. Chantel, clearly triggered, snapped. "Of course, you're leaving. That's what you always do." The words were sharp and raw. Jackie didn't turn back. She just kept walking until she was out the door. Once Jackie was gone, all eyes turned to Chantel. For the first time that night, she dropped her guard. She looked down at the table, took a breath, and then spoke, not with anger, but with sadness. "It's not just about the fight," she said. "It's everything. I never felt loved. I always felt like I had to prove myself to her." Nobody interrupted her, not even Evelyn. The whole table was silent. Chantel continued. She talked about the pressure she felt growing up, constantly chasing her mother's approval. And now, sitting at this table with all eyes on her, she wasn't even sure if trying to fix the relationship was worth it anymore. "I've been hurt too many times," she said softly. "And I don't know if I want to go through it again." Jennifer tried to hold back her tears. Brittany rubbed Chantel's arm gently, and Di leaned in, offering a subtle nod as if to say, "We hear you." For once, the cameras weren't just capturing reality TV drama. They were documenting real pain. A real story about a mother and daughter caught in a storm much bigger than anyone expected. And just when things seemed like they couldn't get more intense, another wave of drama hit, this time from a different direction. Evelyn, never one to let a quiet moment go to waste, turned her focus from Jackie to Jennifer. She started with what sounded like a casual remark. "Everyone's talking about Jackie, but maybe some of us should look at our own homes too." She didn't say Jennifer's name, but the message was loud and clear. Jennifer didn't let it slide. "Leave my husband out of this," she said, her voice calm but firm. Evelyn leaned in and didn't back down. "He's not perfect. Maybe stop judging Jackie and focus on your own problems." That hit a nerve. Jennifer stood up, clearly shaken. "You're using someone else's pain to throw shade," she said. "That's low." Evelyn didn't miss a beat. "You gonna leave like Jackie did? Go ahead. Walk away." Jennifer froze. You could tell she was debating whether to explode or walk out. But instead, she stayed. And when she spoke, her words were cutting. "Say what you want, but I don't destroy people to feel better about myself." The table went quiet again. Brittany and Tay exchanged glances. They knew they were watching yet another emotional fallout unfold right in front of them. Evelyn took a sip from her drink and rolled her eyes, but even she seemed to realize she had crossed a line. Later, during a private confessional, Jackie opened up. She admitted that the night didn't go how she hoped. "I didn't know she felt that way until she said it," she said. "I thought inviting Chantel would help us heal. But I handled it all wrong." When asked if she had regrets, her voice cracked slightly. Of course, no mother wants to hear their child say they felt unloved. "I didn't mean to hurt her. I was overwhelmed. I don't even know how to fix this now." Meanwhile, Chantel appeared more composed in her own confessional, but you could still see the pain in her eyes. "I'm not mad at her. I'm just tired. I thought we could talk things through. But now, I'm not sure there's anything left to fix." She paused, then added, when she walked out, "It felt like she gave up. That hurt more than anything. I needed her to fight for me." After that, the group didn't say much more. Everyone looked emotionally drained, unsure of what would come next. This wasn't just another reality TV moment. This was something raw and real, a mother and daughter's relationship hanging by a thread, unraveling in front of an audience. As the episode wrapped up, one thing was clear: this wasn't just about dinner drama. It was about a family on the verge of breaking completely. So now, we ask you, was Jackie out of line as a mother, or was she just doing her best? Did Chantel go too far by calling her out in front of everyone, or was it something that needed to happen? Let us know in the comments. And make sure to subscribe because trust us, this story is far from over. The reunion is coming and it's going to be explosive.